to another Halloween month video. I am the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku Animation News Network, and today I'm going to take a look at Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons, number 5. At long last, we are finally entering the climax to Here There Be Dragons. In our last issue, an enemy of Francis Drake attacked his crew just as they finally discovered their plunder. At the same time, Godzilla was in the midst of battle with Ebirah when Oodoko emerged from the depths of the ocean. Will Godzilla survive? Will Drake acquire his gold? What is going to happen to Henry now that his tale is about to conclude? The characters and plot. Our final issue kicks off with Henry finishing his story. Drake duels Blanco, Godzilla duels Ebirah and Oodoko. It's a fight to the finish, and who is going to win? Well, you will have to read it for yourself to find out. What I will say is the end of the fight was a bit puzzling. However, I have to say that the ending to the story itself was quite shocking, albeit not totally unexpected. Overall, the story Here There Be Dragons was an interesting one despite my fears coming true. There just wasn't enough substance for this to really need to be 5 issues long. It would have sufficed as a one-shot 60-page special or something. Breaking the story up across multiple parts over several months just messed with the pacing and narrative. The Cult of Monsters aspect was hands down the best thing about the story, and I hope we see more stories on that at some point. Though, I would rather they just be one-shots. The monsters. The final battle is a 3-way fight between Godzilla, Ebirah, and Oodoko. Their fight is cool, but you pretty much know how it's going to end. My biggest issue is how this story undermines Godzilla's atomic weapon message, as this says he has always been Godzilla and has always had an atomic fire ability. I guess you can fudge it, but as I said, having him already have his abilities pre-nuclear devastation kinda destroys what he is meant to symbolize. It was nice to see Ebirah and Oodoko used in an intelligent way. The artwork. You know how much I've digged the artwork to this series, and this issue was no different. As always, it's full of a lot of great details, specifically when Drake is tussling with Blanco. I think my favorite moment of this issue is actually a transitory scene of Henry talking to his captors, and we see Drake and Blanco's shadow on the wall before going to the actual fight. There is one thing I need to mention, though it doesn't really have to do with the artwork itself. On my copy, there's a piece of text that seems to be messed up. I'm not sure if this is a glitch on the review copy being digital, or if this is an actual printing error. But be on the lookout for this if you choose to buy this book. At the end of it all, Here There Be Dragons was like a classic Doctor Who story. You have a short plot being needlessly stretched out to multiple parts to fill a production schedule. As such, it does suffer for it. I do recommend this book, especially once it is fully released in collected form. Until next time, bye.